Johan Cruyff, born on April 25, 1947, in Amsterdam, Netherlands, is regarded as one of the most influential figures in the history of football. His career, both as a player and a coach, revolutionized the way the game was played, particularly with his association with total football, a tactical system that emphasized fluid movement and positional flexibility. Cruyff's legacy transcends a pitch, as he shaped not only the style of play in the Netherlands and Barcelona, but also influenced football philosophy globally. Cruyff began his career at Ajax, joining their youth system in 1957 at the age of 10. He quickly ascended through the ranks and made his first-team debut in 1964. Ajax had been a dominant force in Dutch football, but under Cruyff's leadership, they reached new heights. In his time at the club, Ajax won 8 Eredivisie titles and 3 consecutive European Cups, 1971 to 1973, with Cruyff playing a central role in each triumph. His dribbling skills, vision, and intelligence on the field made him one of the most feared attackers in Europe, and his contribution was pivotal in Ajax's dominance during this period. Cruyff was also awarded the Ballon d'Or 3 times, in 1971, 1973, and 1974. In 1973, Cruyff made the move to Barcelona for a then-record transfer fee, where his influence only grew. His arrival at the Spanish club transformed Barcelona, both in terms of performance and philosophy. Cruyff helped Barcelona win La Liga in 1974 and established a style of play that would become synonymous with the club in the years to come. His intelligence, creativity, and leadership skills made him a catalyst for the success of the team, and his legacy is firmly embedded in Barcelona's identity. Cruyff's international career with the Netherlands was equally influential. He made his debut for the national team in 1966 and represented his country at 3 major tournaments: the 1974 FIFA World Cup, the 1976 UEFA European Championship, and the 1978 World Cup. Cruyff's most notable achievement with the national team came at the 1974 World Cup, where the Netherlands reached the final for the first time in their history. Cruyff's performance during the tournament was spectacular, especially in the semi-final against Brazil, where he scored a memorable goal. Despite their innovative play, the Netherlands was defeated by West Germany in the final, but Cruyff's contributions to the tournament marked him as one of the world's finest players. After retiring as a player in 1978, Cruyff turned to coaching, where he cemented his status as one of the game's greatest tacticians. His managerial career began with the Dutch team, Ajax, but his most profound impact was with Barcelona, where he became the club's head coach in 1988. Cruyff revolutionized the team with his tactical insights, focusing on possession-based football and nurturing young talent. Under his leadership, Barcelona won 4 consecutive La Liga titles and the club's first-ever European Cup in 1992. He emphasized youth development and played a crucial role in the establishment of La Masia, Barcelona's world-renowned youth academy. His philosophy, which he dubbed Cruyffism, continued to shape the club's identity, influencing future generations of Barcelona players, including Pep Guardiola, who would later lead the team to more success while implementing many of Cruyff's principles. Throughout his career, Cruyff was known for his visionary understanding of the game. He constantly sought to play attacking, fluid, and elegant football, rejecting the idea of rigid defensive structures. His influence extended beyond his playing and coaching careers, as he also worked as an ambassador for the sport, advocating for the development of football at all levels. Cruyff passed away on March 24, 2016, after a battle with lung cancer, but his impact on the world of football continues to resonate. His playing style, his approach to coaching, and his commitment to developing a beautiful game have left an indelible mark on football history. His philosophy lives on through the players, coaches, and clubs that were influenced by him, particularly at Barcelona, where his ideals continue to guide the club's approach to the sport. Cruyff's name will forever be associated with the evolution of modern football, and he remains one of the greatest football minds the world has ever seen. After his passing, Johan Cruyff's legacy only continued to grow, with his influence evident not only in the footballing world, but in wider cultural contexts as well. His playing style, a unique blend of technical skill, creativity, and tactical intelligence, became a benchmark for generations of footballers, coaches, and analysts. Cruyff's legacy is deeply intertwined with the evolution of modern football, particularly through the tactics he championed during his time as both a player and manager. His commitment to attacking football, his desire for a constant movement on the pitch, and his insistence on maintaining possession shaped the way the game is played at the highest levels. One of Cruyff's lasting contributions was his role in shaping Barcelona's culture and philosophy. His work with the club's youth academy, La Masia, laid the foundations for the club's future success. The academy, which became a model for football development worldwide, continues to produce talented players who fit into the possession-based style Cruyff perfected. It was under his guidance that Barcelona began to prioritize technical development, creating players who could maintain possession, make intelligent passes, and play with flair. This philosophy would later be embodied by a new generation of players, including Xavi, Andres Iniesta, and Lionel Messi, who would go on to achieve great success with the club, all while playing a style that Cruyff had pioneered. In addition to his impact at Barcelona, Cruyff's influence extended to other clubs and national teams as well. His innovative tactics and insights into the game were sought after by many, and he was often consulted for his opinions on footballing matters. His legacy also had a lasting impact on the Dutch national team. The Dutch have long been recognized for their technical prowess and attacking style, a reflection of the philosophy Cruyff helped establish. The nation's emphasis on developing skilled, creative players can be traced back to the principles Cruyff instilled throughout his career. Cruyff's philosophy on football was also reflected in his approach to the sport's broader values. He believed in empowering players, trusting their intelligence, and encouraging them to express themselves freely on the pitch. For Cruyff, football was never just a game of physicality or strength. It was about using one's brain, creativity, and vision to manipulate space and break down opponents. This holistic approach to the game transformed football from a tactical discipline into an art form, where technique, vision, and intelligence were just as important as physical attributes. Outside of the pitch, Cruyff's personality was one of confidence and conviction. He was known for his strong opinions and was never afraid to speak out against the status quo. His public statements, whether about football or life, often carried a sense of wisdom and foresight. He was not just a player or coach. He was a thinker, constantly analyzing and assessing the sport. His ability to articulate his thoughts and vision on the game was one of the reasons he was able to inspire so many. In recognition of his monumental impact on the game, Johan Cruyff has received numerous accolades, a cornerstone of modern football tactics. Despite his extraordinary achievements, Cruyff remained a humble figure who understood the importance of football's role in society. He used his position to promote social causes, including his involvement in anti-smoking campaigns and his work supporting youth sports development. His commitment to using football as a tool for change reflected a broader understanding of his role in the world, not just as a player or coach, but as a global ambassador for the values of sport. The legacy of Johan Cruyff will forever be enshrined in the history of football as both a pioneer and a visionary. His impact went far beyond his on-field accomplishments. It was his deep understanding of football as an art form that made him stand out. He truly believed that football could be more than just a game. To him, it was about crafting something beautiful and meaningful, where every pass, dribble, and goal carried a sense of purpose and artistry. Johan Cruyff was not only a master of the game, but he also left a powerful moral and philosophical legacy that extends far beyond football. His unwavering commitment to playing the game with style, intelligence, and purpose has shaped the way we view football today. His contributions continue to be studied, admired, and implemented by players, coaches, and fans, ensuring that his name will always be synonymous with footballing greatness. And honors. Statues and tributes have been erected in his honor in Amsterdam and Barcelona, two cities that were pivotal in his career. His name remains synonymous with excellence, innovation, and success in football, and his influence continues to shape the game at all levels. Johan Cruyff was more than just a footballer. He was a visionary who helped redefine what football could be. His belief that the sport should be played with intelligence, creativity, and flair continues to resonate today, ensuring that his legacy will live on in the hearts and minds of players, coaches, and fans around the world. Cruyff's impact on football also extended beyond tactical innovations. He was a true ambassador for the sport, advocating for its global growth and development. His influence reached into areas such as youth development, where he emphasized the importance of nurturing young talent and providing opportunities for them to grow in an environment that valued both technical skill and tactical understanding. His work with various football academies set a precedent for many other countries and clubs around the world to adopt similar youth development models. In his later years, Cruyff remained an influential figure in football through his role as a commentator, writer, and advisor. His opinions on the game continued to hold significant weight, and his insights were often sought by clubs and national teams in need of guidance. He maintained a keen interest in the evolution of football, always staying up to date with the latest developments in the sport, while continuing to share his thoughts on how the game could continue to improve. While Johan Cruyff is most celebrated for his achievements in club and international football, his personal life also reflected his passion for the game. He was a family man, married to his wife Dani, with whom he had 3 children. Despite his fame and success, Cruyff always placed great importance on his family, maintaining a balance between his footballing career and his personal life. His children would go on to carry the Cruyff name in the football world, with his son Jordi having a brief but notable playing career and later involvement in the sport. Cruyff's legacy also continues to inspire those who have taken his teachings to heart, with many of his former players, assistants, and protégés passing on his philosophy to newer generations of footballers. One of the most notable is Pep Guardiola, a former Barcelona player under Cruyff, and now one of the world's most successful coaches. Guardiola has often spoken about how much Cruyff shaped his understanding of football and how he strives to replicate the principles Cruyff championed in his own managerial career. Even years after his passing, Cruyff's influence in football remains as strong as ever. The Johan Cruyff Institute, founded in his name, continues to provide education and training for those looking to pursue careers in sports management, ensuring that his philosophies are passed on to future leaders in the football world. His contributions have also been recognized in numerous other ways, with awards and tournaments in his name, ensuring that his impact on football is celebrated for generations to come. Johan Cruyff's footballing genius was not only about his technical ability or tactical innovations, but also about his deep understanding of the human element of the game. He understood that football is as much about mental sharpness, creativity, and intelligence as it is about physical strength. His approach to the game has influenced a vast array of footballing minds, from coaches and players to fans and analysts. His distinctive way of playing, coaching, and thinking has left an indelible mark on football, and his teachings will continue to inspire the sport for years to come. Through the legacy he left behind, Johan Cruyff will always be remembered as one of the true architects of modern football. His name is synonymous with excellence, creativity, and the belief that football should be played in a way that celebrates beauty, intelligence, and freedom. Even long after his time, his ideas and philosophy live on, shaping not just the way football is played, but also how it is viewed, appreciated, and loved around the world. Johan Cruyff's influence is not limited to the tactical and philosophical aspects of football. His character and personal values also left a profound legacy. Known for his unyielding confidence and belief in his ideas, Cruyff's approach to life was just as revolutionary as his approach to the game. He was never afraid to challenge the norm or to speak out against what he saw as traditional or outdated methods. His boldness was evident both on and off the pitch, as he pushed for changes in the structure and approach of football in ways that many before him had not dared. Cruyff's influence on Barcelona is particularly striking. Not only did he guide the club to an unprecedented era of success on the field, but he also redefined the culture and ethos of the club. The values he instilled, particularly the emphasis on youth development, the importance of playing attractive and attacking football, and the belief in maintaining possession as a key to dominance, became the foundation upon which future generations of players and coaches built. His famous quote, "In my teams, The goalie is the first attacker and the striker the first defender, encapsulated his belief that every player should be involved in all aspects of the game, which laid the groundwork for Barcelona's long-term identity. The success the club enjoyed post-Cruyff, particularly under Pep Guardiola, was deeply rooted in the principles Cruyff had established years earlier. Cruyff's dedication to the development of young talent was perhaps most evident in his work with La Masia, the youth academy that has produced some of the most renowned players in football history, such as Lionel Messi, Xavi Hernandez, and Andres Iniesta. His vision was that players should not only possess great technical skills, but also the intelligence to read and understand the game in a way that made them stand out as complete footballers. Under Cruyff, La Masia became a breeding ground for footballing brilliance, where young players were taught the importance of creative expression and team cohesion, and where talent was nurtured in a system that placed emphasis on both individual and collective development. Even after Cruyff's passing, the football world continues to feel the reverberations of his impact. Barcelona's success in the 21st century, especially under Guardiola's leadership, can be directly traced back to the groundwork laid by Cruyff. The club's remarkable dominance during the late 2000s and early 2010s, particularly in the Champions League and La Liga, was a manifestation of the Cruyff philosophy at its peak. Guardiola's implementation of high-pressing, possession-based play and tactical fluidity in Barcelona's 2008 to 2012 golden era echoed Cruyff's original ideas, proving the lasting power of his teachings. Moreover, Cruyff's influence extended far beyond the club game. His vision of football, one where skill, intelligence, and creativity are paramount, was adopted by coaches and players worldwide. The manner in which Cruyff saw football as an evolving entity, constantly adapting to the times but always adhering to the core principles of beauty and efficiency, has shaped the way the game is played today. His focus on positional play, where players are given the freedom to express themselves within the structure of the team, continues to be